You know what's scary? When you end up on an island Hi, my name is Scott Lissa. I'm down here at beautiful Departure Bay Beach at sunset, and I'm going to tell you the differences between South and North Nanaimo. Now the first one we're going to talk about is Waterfront. Nanaimo is along what's called the Strait of Georgia, and what we have down in the south of Nanaimo is what's called walk-on waterfront, which I'm on right now. I pulled up my car, I walked onto the waterfront. It's that simple. Whereas in the north of Nanaimo, it's a little bit different. What you end up having is what's called high bank waterfront. High bank waterfront, again, is what it sounds like. Large embankment, drop off a cliff, get down to your beach. Now, there's rocky beaches, there's sandy beaches, they're both absolutely beautiful in the north end, but you gotta remember, it's gonna be a little bit of an accessibility issue if you are up there. So the first thing to consider when you're comparing both North and South Nanaimo is what type of waterfront do you wanna be on? Now the second thing we're going to talk about is schools. And I know I talk a lot about schools. However, they're very important. Now, in dealing with schools, you need to think about three things: safety, education, and activities. Now, education and activities are close seconds and thirds, but the first and most important thing is safety. And the south of Nanaimo does have some crime issues. It does have a homeless population, which is absolutely heartbreaking. And it has a lot of people who are struggling with addiction. Now, these people are not to be discounted, and they need care and consideration. But when it comes to our children, if we can make a choice of where they're going to be, I would have to say the north is probably going to be the safest place for them. Thing we're going to talk about are municipal facilities, and I marvel at the amount of places you can go in Nanaimo and have activities for both young and old. Now, in the south of Nanaimo, you have the Aquatic Center, which is a wave pool, water slides, amazing facility. You also have what's called the Ice Center, amazing arena. I love to go there with my child to watch hockey games. Also in the south of Nanaimo, though it's a little bit more central, is what's called Bebbin Park. Bebbin Park has Frank Crane Arena. It has a pool with a water slide, breakout rooms, gymnasiums, everything you can possibly imagine. Also a little golf course, driving range. Amazing. Now in the north of Nanaimo, they have what's called Oliver Woods. Oliver Woods has a small little playground on the outside of it. It also has an indoor gymnasium, actually 2 gymnasiums, and it's great. It's absolutely phenomenal little area. But when it comes down to the sheer volume of activities and facilities for you in Nanaimo, the south definitely has this hands down. We're going to talk about is the cost of living, and the cost of living is obviously lower in the south than it is in the north of Nanaimo. However, you got to look at what you're getting for your money. See, as much as you're paying less money, you need to look at the streets. The streets are a great example of this, and this isn't true of all the streets in South Nanaimo. They're improving them, but most of the places don't even have sidewalks. They have rough roads. They have power lines running everywhere. Whereas if you go into the north of Nanaimo, North of Nanaimo has these beautiful sidewalks, streets, underground services. It looks beautifully manicured. So when you're comparing the cost, think about what you're actually getting. But quick thing in regards to cost, South Nanaimo much less expensive, North Nanaimo more expensive, but look at what you're getting. The other thing we got to talk about here is entertainment. Now, people need entertainment. People need to go out and eat. They need to go to the movies. They need to go out for a drink every once in a while. And it's dependent on where you want to be, like everything. But South Nanaimo is kind of my choice for this. South Nanaimo has places like the Nanaimo Bar. Great location, great venue, great live music. It has, the Nest. The Nest has amazing food. I'm always blown away by the food there. It also has the Lighthouse Bistro right down on the waterfront. It's so cool, you have to go down there. And it also has places like Gabriel's Cafe, one of the best places you can go for breakfast here in Nanaimo. And these are all independently owned and such amazing places to visit. In the north of Nanaimo, you got more of the big box stores. So you get your Cactus Clubs, you get your Brown Social House. You also have independents like Milano's, great Italian restaurant, and one of my favorite places to go have a drink is Simon Holt. So North and South Nanaimo, it's more down to your choice. All the theaters, they're in the north of Nanaimo, so you want to go see a movie, that's where you're going. But if you're looking for some good nightlife, if you're looking for some amazing food, primarily I would tell you to head her downtown. It's so amazing down there. It's a great nightlife, and the restaurants are second to none. Thank you for taking the time to go through this comparison with me of North and South Nanaimo. Now, I get it. It really is one of those things that are hard to understand if you're not here. So if you're relocating, if you're a family, a retiree, or a student that's going to go to VIU, give us a call. We're happy to help you better understand what neighborhood is best going to suit your lifestyle. Now, if you have a moment, give us a like. Give us a subscribe. We're always putting out videos about why it's so amazing to live here. Now, my name is Scott Lissa. I hope you get to live the island life soon, and I hope you have a great evening. Take care.